Hey everybody, it's Drew, one of the Large Badgers of Large Badger Media. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. Got some set boosters for us to open from Phyrexia. It's been a while since I opened one of these. I've opened a few of the collector's boxes over time, and I've had pretty good success. I think I opened one of these right at the very beginning, maybe when it came out, but I haven't opened one in a minute, so I'm going to dive in today and see what kind of goodies we can find in here. At the time of its release, I think it was considered a pretty good product. I don't know if that's held up as much. I know the prices for the boxes has come down some. It still holds a little bit of value. I mean, just it is Phyrexians, right? Sometimes it's good to be the bad guys. Sometimes it's good to have a Praetor. I tell you, the price of the Praetors, though, has really just went down to accessible amounts. Because I think a lot of these cards, before this set came out, a lot of these Praetors, like the Elish Norn and Warnclex and on and on, and Jinja Taxes were pretty pricey products. I think after the release of this set, and there was just so much of it out there, I think so many people opened it that looks like we got Japanese packs. Yep. So we'll need to do a little bit of a card trick. I think there's just so much of it out there that it caused a lot of the prices just to kind of fall out. I mean, it is what it is. It happens. And these are set boosters, so here you go. You have a list card. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a card trick here. We'll leave about four-ish, and lots of these out on the market, right? Let's see what we can do here. So, as usual, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on the commons and uncommons. This is an older set booster product, so, older as opposed to, I guess, Karlov's. So, you're not going to have a steady number of commons and uncommons. As I said in previous videos, this set was or not these sets, but the new set is very, stuck on what you get. It's very, the slots or whatever. It's so dogmatic in its slotting that it's, that's a very pretty card, by the way. It's hard to, alright, there we go. Start with the Borderless Glissa Sunslayer and a Filigree Silex. So, pretty good start. I'm not going to complain too much about that. But the newest sets are so dogmatic that you kind of, lose that, really the hope of getting anything. So, I know I've only opened a couple boxes. I've seen some people open some play boxes, but it's not something that I've been, let's say, super thrilled about. It hasn't been what I was hoping it was going to be. Let's just say that. Alright, so we have the Ambassador, the Sentry, and the Curiosity for some uncommons. So we got three. It's almost like a draft, right? And there we go. Full art lands, which is, a whole nother story. An art card, and then we have our token. And gonna have Malira, Living Cure. And then we're gonna have just a couple in the showcase slot there, which is usually going to be those showcase commons. So it's going to, I think it's about 5 cards or so. It's like the Scourge, the Kingfisher. I think there's a rat or a goblin or something in there. So nothing super exciting in here. Looks like we're going to get another 1, 2, 3. I'll get some commons. But these older sets, they're, still live in a time where, you're not sure exactly what you're going to get. It feels like you have a better chance to get more, rares and mythics than you would in some of these newer sets. Okay, and the Sinew Dancer and the Churning Reservoir. And this set did have a lot of doubling up, especially in the collector's boxes and those particular slots. Like they started off with your your money hit, and then you would get, I think you got an uncommon, and then you would get like the foil and complete ones if you, and a lot of times, and then you would follow it up with 2 or 3 of those, and you got, there must be 50 bajillion of those out on the market, of those particular, those cards. I mean, I think this probably has more value than the showcase one. So I hope everybody's just having a good day today. I know I just kind of started off talking here. It happens, but... oh, okay. Here's our first mythic with Nissa, the Ascended Animist. And the mythic's pretty good in this. I was shocked and appalled at the price of the Phyrexian Obliterators and, you know, its white counterpart, if you will. I don't know. That's down to like $5 to $8 now or something crazy like that. It's like pretty amazing how far the price of that has went down to where it was before this set came out. It's always interesting, you know, what products you're going to keep. And, you know, and there's a bajillion of them out there. Now, these were real popular, these Phyrexian lands. Because there's, you know, you don't need to read anything. You know the symbols, right? Here we go, Hand of Torque. Originally from... like Homelands or something like that, I believe. Good card. I used to play with that all the time back in, you know, the late 90s when that set came out. Tarvar. So a couple Planeswalkers, a few Planeswalkers already. There were a lot on here, a lot of them went complete. But this stuff in complete cards, you know, still holds a value, and there was a Shieldred in you know, that kind of came out. This weird reprints out of different sets. It's kind of where the whole idea of these, you know, other set reprints kind of got going. I don't know that it was the first one, but certainly where it took off, I feel like, after this set in particular. And this is just a good fun set just because, you know, it just has such a villain vibe to it. Alright, so here's our first foil rare with Azuri. Then another mythic with the... Is this a mythic? I'm sorry, this rare here with the encroaching mycosynth. That symbol is just dark. It threw me off there for just a second. And there we go. So with these, you know, set boxes, you're usually going to get about 6 mythics. I think it's pretty average. We'll see what we get here. Hoping to get a few Praetors, the Norn, of course. Sometimes you won't get any of the stuff incomplete cards out of this set. Oops, sorry about that. Bonked the camera. But you will get, you know, you usually will get some borderless cards and some foils. In this case, I got a foil Azuri, so nothing super exciting. Okay, and there's the Edict. Okay, and we have Luca. So this one actually is a mythic. I'm getting a lot of Planeswalkers. I didn't forget how many Planeswalkers are in this set. And a couple uncommons. And we're kind of bearing down on the end of the first column here. Got just a couple packs left. And so far, it's kind of just meh. Nothing too exciting. Nothing to write home about or anything like that. And you might argue, well, you know, maybe this is why this set kind of slowed down after its initial, you know, excitement kind of went. And then let's see, we got a rare here with Jor Kadeen and the Quicksilver. That's it on that one. Alright, last pack here of the first column. Like I say, pretty mild so far. I will say, though, with the new play boosters, one thing I do appreciate is that you don't get an art card. Although, I mean, the art cards didn't bother me. Some of them are pretty cool. But you don't have to take an art card in every single pack. Like, there's definitely, you know, you're going to get an art card or something else. So, however you feel about that. Sorry, I keep fidgeting with my... stacks down here. I keep trying to get out of frame. So, all right. So here we go. So this is one of the Walking Dead Secret Lair redos. So reskins, if you will. So this is Vakaya Scorching Star. I don't remember this one being one of the big money ones. Then we have our foil uncommon into a Phyrexian Arena. So this is a very good playable card. Again, this was what you got in the bundles. And here we go, Lux Artillery from the Commanders. And then Urabrask. I'm actually going to shift everything over here just a little bit. But still a very good playable card. As we start into the second column here, the second stack, if you will. Very playable card, very usable, especially if you're going to play like a Shieldred deck or something like that. Alright, there's the Char Forger. And I think that's one of this thing too, especially if you like playing poison decks. There's lots of good ways to play poison decks in this particular set. Alright, foil common going into a rare here with Vran, the Executioner Thane, and the Rustvine Cultivator. So, I was reading some stuff today, or watching, reading, listening, I don't know. And they were talking about the Outlander set. Oh, yeah, I was reading about this. And they thinking it was going to be another Markov set. I will say I got the Markov stuff early on. I got it at pre-release and paid for a play box about $150 poison counter. And they're already down to about $112 right now on, you know, some online retailers. So very interesting. There's the Master Core. Oh, there we go. So Commander Mythic with Urtet. And our last one is just a black belly. Yeah, I knew there was a rat in there. I couldn't remember what it was. Thinking it was a red rat, but it's a black rat. So there you go. So yeah, that's very interesting. You know, I haven't heard a lot of people just talk about it tanking or anything like that. It's not exactly what's going on. I mean, nobody like hates the set. It's just I don't know. There's just something about it that just doesn't really speak to me either. Buckner's Ever Full of Purrs from Commander. I think that's Commander from AFR. Okay, and we got a rare with the Conduit of Worlds, and then our uncommons. Yeah, so like nobody necessarily hates the, you know, Markov set. It's just, I mean, even for me too, I'm just kind of like, meh, it's aight. Just nothing exciting. I don't feel like there's super powerful cards in there. What is it? Diamond or whatever the guy's name is. The card in there. Even that one, which is the biggest hit, it's okay. Just nothing really exciting me to that set, which is okay. Maybe you have some different feelings about it. There's the Magic mini game. Oh, we did get a little something there, a little goblin. Okay, and our second foil rare, we got a Zenith Chronicler here. Going into a Mythic with the Iker Moon Gauntlet. And an uncommon with the Furnace Punisher. Okay, so we're sitting at 4 Mythics. Nothing crazy. Still kind of waiting on a Praetor here. One of our Mythics is a Commander Mythic, so, you know, kind of whatever on that one. There's our drone. Alright, we got the Dune Mover, and we're going to go into our rare with the Dragonwing Glider, the Necrogen Rot Priest. This is a very playable card, and that one there. And this is kind of the, I guess, Borderless Showcase treatment for that uncommon there. Don't feel like I'm getting a lot of list hits. I don't, sometimes in these Japanese printed ones, you tend to get less list hits than you do in the American counterparts. I don't remember every one of these being printed in Japan. I knew all the set boosters were. And there we go. So Glissa again. This time in her legendary rather than, oops, the other one. And then there we got the Sinew and the Incubation Sac. So the last few here in the second column. Again, nothing exciting. It's like I might get a list hit, but yeah, a lot of times in these Japanese printed sets, you don't get as many of the list hits, you know, or list cards really at all. So that's always interesting. What you do make up for it in, you know, print quality, and especially with foils, the subtle foiling and that sort of thing. Well, there's the Reaper of Shieldred from the original Phyrexia set, or new Phyrexia. Alright, and got an uncommon here with the Furnace Punisher, and a rare with Monument to Perfection. Okay, and Serum Sovereign. And last but not least, we got the Mirror Convert. uncommon. So at least got a couple hits that time. Like I said, one of the things I do appreciate about this set is that you tend to, in a lot of these older sets, that you felt like you got more rares and mythics, that they weren't so dogmatic to particular slots and that sort of thing to determine whether or not you got one. And then we got a rare, we got Phyrexian, and a common. Okay, and the Ravager. Interestingly enough, I played some buddies of mine this past weekend. It's well, I guess yesterday, because today's only Sunday, and they played a Phyrexian deck. I hadn't seen a Phyrexian deck pretty much since this set kind of came out, so that was kind of fun to see somebody playing a Phyrexian deck with some of the new stuff. Alright, and we got the Roots, and her rare is the Venerated Rock Priest. So there you go. That's a good card right there. I don't know if that one's still held up on value or not. I never built I had some Infect decks before this set came out, and I actually never went and built a Toxic deck or anything like that. I played one against one in Commander at some point, but I personally never built one. So, but I know that at one point that was a good card for people who are building those decks. There we go. And we have the Testament Bearer. I want to go into a rare with Thrun, the Breaker of Silence, the Troll Shaman there, and then to our common and uncommon. Alright, last pack in the second column here. Trying to truck this along a little bit quicker. Still waiting on a big hit. Still waiting on at least a Praetor. Didn't have to be Elish Norn, but I would definitely take some kind of Praetor here. So we got the Mirror Convert into another rare with Rhea Ivor, and a common with the Cine Dancer. Alright, last column. Still haven't seen our big pack. You know, a lot of times with these you will have, so we're going to get a list hit here hopefully. You have one big pack usually where you'll have, you know, a couple mythics in it. We'll see if that holds up. There's Shieldred's Head Cleaver. Alright, we got 50 feet of rope from the list. There it is. Nothing super exciting. Got an uncommon foil and a rare with Kimba. Seem to get this one a lot. I do have a cat dog deck I'm still trying to make. That's probably a good card for that. I know it's in there for the potential. I haven't given that particular deck that I'm making a lot of attention yet. So I'm not sure if that would be a good card for that deck or not. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, if that's a good card for cat dog decks. I mean, obviously it depends on what you're trying to do. But as far as tribal decks, and since he's a cat, it seems like it would make sense. Oh, here we go. We got a rare hit from the list with Azuri, the Renegade Leader. So we had Azuri earlier. So where were you at, Azuri? You were foil, and you are right there. So Elf Warrior. Alright, and then we got a rare with the Seachrome Coast and foil. And this is, I think this land set was pretty good. And there's Kaito. And lastly, a Mirror Convert. So that was a pretty decent little pack right there. Had a few rares in there. Had 3. Probably one of the best ones I've had so far, including the list pool. So there we go, the iCore Synthesizer, and into a rare with Skrell's Hive. Again, and this is another one that was, at one point, a pretty decent hit. I still don't know if that's the case or not, but, you know, not a big hit, but a decent, you know, worth a few bucks. And what's crazy, there's not a ton of these boxes out on the market of the sets. I've seen some drafts out, but I haven't seen a ton of the, oh, went too short this time. With a Mythic here, another Mythic Commander with Nayali. Haven't seen a ton of these sets out on eBay and TCG and that sort of thing. I mean, I guess maybe on TCG I don't go looking for them there too often. Do a lot of my secondary shopping on eBay. Alright, rare. Got the Evolved Spinoderm. And Jorkadine. Alright, so not too bad there. We'll make another one last column here. They're still holding about, 115, 120, something like that in that range. So, they're still holding about the price they were when they came out. It's shifted a few bucks, but, not too much. And they shot up for a little while when they first came out. Oh, there's Praetor's Council for a list of Mythic, which you don't always get, so that's pretty cool. Oh, that's very interesting. I want all the cards from my graveyard. All of them. Alright, and then we have Azuri again. Stalker of the Spheres. And then a couple uncommons there. Alright, down to about, 5 or so. And we will chalk up one more box. Let's see what we get here. So, hopefully in these last couple of boxes we can get something crazy. Could use another Elish. Oh, here's a Mythic. Oh, there's a Sword of Fortune Frontier. That's a good hit. I'll definitely take that. Okay, and then a couple of commons with another Necrogen Rock Priest in the showcase. Alright, last 4. I need a Praetor. And I still don't feel like we've gotten a borderless rare card out of here yet. Usually you'll get one of those. But like I said, I also don't feel like I've gotten my money pack out of here yet. So we'll see. Maybe I'm misremembering. But I know that used to be a thing. So there's Infectious Bite. Got a rare with the Vindictive Flame Stoker. And the Quicksilver. Alright, last 3. I appreciate y'all coming with me on this little, opening here. I do like this product. I'll be interested in seeing what new stuff I have or don't have. Alright, and here we go. So a Mythic. There's Phyrexian Vindicator. I don't have a lot of these. I think I only have 1, so that's actually pretty exciting. And I remember this product having a lot of Mythics. So there we go. We got 8 Mythics. A couple of them are from the, from the Commander list. And that's alright. If we got maybe 1 more, I'd take that. It could be from, from the foil sheet. That would be okay. Alright, and we're going to get a rare with Koth. So 1 more Planeswalker there, and an uncommon and an uncommon. Alright, so here we go. Last chance for romance. Let's see what kind of fun we can pull here. Here's a cat. Kimba's buddies there. Phyrexian Plains. Vanish into Eternity, into a rare with a second Seachrome Coast. And Skrelv. And the Cultivator to wrap us up here. So there you have it. I think I got a Skrelv's Hive, a Skrelv, and a Venerated Rock Priest. I guess those are my big hits. A few other things in here. I got the Sword of Fortune Frontier and a Vindicator again. We talked about how these aren't super big money hits anymore, but they're worth a few bucks. So overall, just kind of middling. Nothing crazy in here. No giant hits. No, extra borderless foil hits or anything like that in here. I got 1 borderless, one of those. No borderless mythics or anything like that. So overall, well, I guess I got a couple. Nothing crazy. So I appreciate you. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me what you really think, and I'll see you next time.